lovely people, let us talk about wireless guitar systems today. It's not only for the gigging musician, or it's just clumsy me who stumbles upon cables all the time, or who rolls over cables with his chair. And this for sure does not extend the lifetime of a cable. So let us talk about the XVIVE P58. P58. At home, I've been using a stripped down version. It's called the A58, and the receiver looks exactly like the transmitter. It's super easy. I plug it in at home into my camper, and even if I have to get some coffee out of my kitchen, I don't need to lay down the guitar. No, I can bring it with me into the kitchen, and then I go back into my little room. And you know what? When you go into the kitchen to grab some coffee with your guitar, it makes your girlfriend go crazy because it works for me. So it works for you too, I think. And I love when my girlfriend goes nuts about shit like that. Yes! But let us talk about the P58 today, okay? And when I heard about the P58 for the first time, I was like, wait a second. The specs of this thing sound pretty familiar to a device we all know and love, probably. Sure. And as we're talking about specs already, let us check out the specs of this beautiful thingy here. The P58 is a 5.8 gigahertz. See what they did there? P58, 5.8 gigahertz. True diversity system. The battery life is up to 5 hours, which to me personally is more than enough. I can't remember a gig where I had to play like 5 hours straight. Yeah, I played some top 40 shows, to be honest, that were like 6 hours, but there were breaks in between, so you can easily recharge this nice transmitter here, this camera. This transmitter, just do it in between breaks, you will be fine. So 5 hours for me is more than I will ever need. And the cool thing about the transmitter is you do not need extra batteries. You can plug in your USB cable into the transmitter, you plug the other end of the USB cable into the receiver, and then it charges. Isn't that cool? No extra power socket needed for charging, or plug it into your power bank, whatever, it works. You can also use your smartphone charger for it. It's super handy. I like. This is the USB cable I was talking about, by the way. Super nice. Of course, it comes with a power supply because you cannot use batteries with this one, which I always like when you don't use batteries, because batteries are bad for the environment. It's between 9 volts and 12 volts, and it has 500 milliamperes. So if you have a nice power supply on your pedalboard, because this wants to be on your pedalboard, you can use this nice, oh, you cannot see it, a nice Palmer power supply, for example, 500 milliamperes. No problem. So you do not even need an extra power socket for the receiver. The P58 has less than 5 milliseconds of latency. 5 milliseconds is nothing. Like, use a regular cable, plug into your amp, and like go 5 meters away from the cab and the head, and you will have 5 milliseconds of latency. So that's nothing. That's awesome. It has 6 channels in total. I have never checked any other channel because there's an automatic scan going on that selects the best channel for you anyway, so you don't have to care about that. Pretty easy. Unless the whole band will run a couple of the P58s, you might want to check that you're not sharing the same, not sharing the same channel. So then it makes sense to select each channel for each device. What I absolutely love about this pedal, and this also reminds me about the Shure thing, is when you press that nice switch, it automatically goes into the mute mode, and you have a chromatic tuner that you can use. Mwah! On the right hand side, we have a little switch, so you can even choose if you want to run this pedal in true bypass or in buffered bypass. We will check in a second if there's a huge difference in sound between the true bypass and the buffered bypass mode. I'm curious. And it says we have a reach of 100 feet. I have no clue how much 100 feet are. I think about 30 meters or something. To be honest, I don't really care too much about these numbers. Imagine being 30 meters away from your pedalboard. How often will that happen? Like, I played big stages. For me, last year our band played huge stages, but we never reached like 30 meters away from a pedalboard. It's more about other interferences. For example, our band, we use everything wireless. Every stringed instrument is wireless. We all use in-ear monitors, wireless. Even our background vocals are wireless because it's easier for changeovers if you don't have to deal with cables on your microphones. So we have like 1, 2, 3 wireless microphones. We have 2 guitars wireless, a bass wireless. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in-ear wireless systems. That equals 11, right? And then we have 1 in-ear for the technician, which equals 12 plus I think 1 or 2 tablets. I don't know. Many devices that could cause interferences. And I've gigged with this thing. I tried it. I don't know if we have any footage here. It works absolutely fine. And I had no issues, no dropouts. I worry so much more about dropouts than the reach of 30 meters. All right, the proof is in the pudding, isn't it? So let me grab my super nice Ibanez RG565R in desert yellow. And this is the transmitter, and we are going to plug in the transmitter into the guitar. There you go. Cluck. And then we turn it on. Turn it on, baby. Do, 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 do. No Sweet Home Alabama today. No. So right now we're running this thing in the true bypass mode. I will switch back and forth between the true bypass and the buffered mode. And then we will also do a blind test. Buffered bypass. Let me switch back and forth. Let me switch back and forth. I will check it later in post. Right now here in the room, I cannot hear a difference. So do we have to sacrifice tone with the P58? Let's find it out. Here's my plan. I'm going to play the same riff 3 times. We will use a regular cable, the Shure GLX-D something, and of course the XVIVE P58. And be fair to yourself and don't skip the video forward, because I will tell you at the end of the video what is what, okay? Super nice. I like games. Woo! So drop A, B, or C in the comments and right next to the letter what you think is the cable, the P58 or the Shure GLX-D6 Plus. No, it's not the Plus thing. It's the 2.4 gigahertz version. Yeah, so let's play a game. Games are always fun. Yes! Not so easy, huh? I hope you guessed it correctly. And if you enjoyed this video today, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, ring the bell, and don't forget to use my Thomann affiliate link. Of course, you can get the XVIVE P58 there. The link does not cost you anything extra, but it supports the channel. So you can show me your love by using this link. I love you. We see us in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.